Inflation is the rate at which items are getting more expensive. Last year, inflation climbed exponentially due to factors like the COVID pandemic, the war in Ukraine, fuel shortages, and supply chain disruptions. Investment expert Stuart Podmore expects it's unlikely inflation will go back to what it once was.
We think we're hitting a new regime now, and we think the longer-term trend, whilst inflation will come down from where it is now, it'll settle at a higher rate of inflation than we've experienced for the last 10 or 15 years. And we call this the 3D reset. And we think that trends like changing demographics, deglobalization, and the need for decarbonisation, we think all of those things will affect how inflation will stay a little higher for longer. So I think it's quite important to be investing in assets that can give you a degree of inflation protection.
Mr. Podmore says equity and commodities could be a good option, as well as opportunities in credit. Trusted Novus Bank says clients are acting on a fight or flight approach, where they'll panic and sell assets or stick it out.
When we're talking about investments, we're talking about people's money, and that comes with emotions. People attach emotions to money, and that's completely understandable. So you look at your investment portfolio, you see that it's gone down, it makes you nervous, your natural instinct is to sell, to keep your assets safe. There are clients who have stood their ground, and then we saw this rally at the end of last year, which they would have made up some of those losses. And then there are clients who, for whatever reason, didn't have the stomach to stick with those investments, who might have sold and then not capitalised on those gains that came at the end of last year. What people are contending with now is if their investments go down, you're thinking at the back of your head, oh, I could put it on a fixed deposit, I could put it in a safe cash and get a return that's guaranteed. What people have to factor in there as well is that, the reason interest rates are going up is because inflation is going up. So those returns, even though they feel real because you see the rate there and you get it monthly or annually, will get eaten away by inflation. So it's another kind of aspect to think about.
Market outlook talks are something Trusted Novus is hoping to do more of going forward.